All right, yo, what's up, guys? Back with another deck review. Today we have the Beefstix. I showed this on a past video very briefly, but I didn't go fully into depth with it. So I might as well do a video now, I guess. So yeah, I picked this up at a local fingerboard event we had in Fremont. I think, was it this month? I already forgot. And I got it from the homie Beefstix. This is a Beefstix deck. This is a 32 millimeter, I believe. Yeah, 32. So yeah, it's a 32 millimeter. I think this is it's kind of like a medium mold. I can't really tell. I think it is. It's like a medium. Yeah, I want to say medium mold. It doesn't feel like high kicks, but definitely more of like a medium mellowish. As far as the wheelbase though, it's longer than what I'm used to. Like, here's a catfish that I'm maining right now, and like compared to that, you can see it's like slightly, hold on, that's not a good example. Shit, this might be shorter wheelbase. Feels like a little bit of a longer wheelbase, but I think it's actually just about the same, if not actually a little less. But it could also be because of the trucks. I think that's what I'm not measuring correctly. Yeah, it's actually a shorter wheelbase, which is interesting. I thought it was longer. It felt like a longer wheelbase for some reason. I've been using this for like about a week, and it's super good. I like the concave. The concave on this is like, I wouldn't say it's like super deep, but it's definitely like noticeable. Like, you can fit your fingers in the pocket pretty easily, and you know where to find the pockets. Some people don't like that. I'm usually more of a mellow concave, so this wouldn't be like my go-to, I think, but I actually don't mind it. So that's the weird thing. I actually don't mind it with this deck just because of the proportions of it, including like the kicks. The kicks feel great. I know in other videos I mentioned I don't like having my finger I do like having my finger flat as close as possible. This one, it's not as flat, which is like, it's not perfect for me, but it's still very nice. Like, this is a good mold overall. And I have I don't know if you guys can see the plies, but it's like natural black, natural, and then an orange ply on the bottom. And I have this set up with my personal tape, and some indies and Earth wheels, as you guys always know. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. So like, if you like mellow, not mellow, I want to say like medium kicks with aggressive concave or a lot of concave, this is probably the deck for you. And while it does have a shorter wheelbase, it doesn't feel like it because it pops like, I don't know, it feels natural. It doesn't feel like awkward with other high kicks where like it feels like you're like having to pop all the way back here or something like that. But it feels very natural. It's a very good mold. As far as the quality of the deck, it's superb. It's really good. Like, the rounding on this thing is really good. It's like the top of it, it's not lacquered, I don't believe. It doesn't look like it was lacquered, which is not an issue. Some people don't like lacquer, some people do. For this deck, it looks really good without the lacquer. Either way, with lacquer, it probably look even better. But as far as like quality, it's perfect. Like, there's no weird shapes going on because it's supposed to be a popsicle, and it looks all even, like perfectly even. So in terms of that, it's perfect. The nose is longer, so it's not a symmetrical deck. The nose is longer than the kicks, and the kicks is like ever so slightly lower. Or actually, I don't know if it's lower or if it's just because the tail is just shorter. But it feels lower than the nose, which is how a real skateboard usually is. But in terms of like I said, quality is good, performance is really good. If you like shorter wheelbases that maybe don't feel like shorter wheelbases, this is gonna be a deck for you. Especially just because of that feeling. It feels like broken in already, which I know doesn't make sense because usually that's the trucks that feel like that. But the deck just feels like natural to the hand, so it's a really good shape. I have nothing bad to say about this, and it's very practical for anything as well. If you want to do like bowl stuff or outdoor stuff, this can do it all pretty much. So no complaints there. As far as the graphic, I showed it in the last video as well. It's like a X-ray. I forget the name of this graphic, but it says Beefstix right here. Like an X-ray scan of bones, which is pretty sick. It's an arm up here with the tattoo, and then the fingers down here. But yeah, this thing's pretty sick. I set this up. I forget if there was laser engraving or something, or there was a stamp. I believe there was a stamp on here. So my bad for not showing that, but there was a top stamp on the natural ply. And then the countersinks, I made some holes. Don't mind the holes on the grip tape. I did this after because I swapped the dynamics that I used to have on here. I noticed that dynamics were maybe a little bit too low for this, which I don't know. I just didn't like the dynamics on this, so I put on the indies. And then it seems to do a lot better with that higher ride height that the indies provide over the dynamics, since they sit a little bit lower and they extend the wheelbase. Let me see if I have any dynamics. Let me see. So I have these dynamics right here. So like here, you can see the wheelbase difference. So obviously it's a shorter wheelbase than dynamics. And I think that's what this needed, to take advantage of the shorter wheelbase and not extend it with dynamics. It still felt good with dynamics. It's all personal preference when it comes to trucks, but for me, it just felt like it was too low to the ground, and it just felt a little awkward. But with the indies, it just has a lot of pop. For some people, it might be too much pop, but for me, I'd say it's perfect. But yeah, go check out the homie Beefstix on Instagram. I think it's Beefstix.fb or maybe just Beefstix. I think it's Beefstix.fb. I'll put him in the bio, but I think that'll be pretty much it for this video. It's a bit of a shorter video since it's not a full setup. And we did get through everything pretty quickly. But honestly, it's because there's not much to say. This is honestly just a very good deck, and the quality is really good. The only thing I would add is some lacquered, but that's just me, just for the look of it. But in terms of performance and everything else, you should go check these out. I believe these are in person. Local price was like $30 or something like that. I'm not sure what his online price, maybe like 35 or something. But check him out. He makes crazy parks too. His parks are super good. Shout out to Beefstix for the parks. The parks he brought out at the last event were super nice, super high quality, and he sells them too. So if you're looking for a park, check him out. He not only makes decks, but he also makes really good parts. So if you're in the market for that, check him out for that. Shoot him a message or whatnot. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video.